Bitcoin has fallen over 18% from previous all-time highs as it revisits $50,000 for possibly the last time. But Jay, bro, why is Bitcoin crashing, bro? I put all my life savings in it. Is the bull run over? Hey Alexa, do I have any new Tinder matches? Well, Chad, that's exactly what we're gonna go over today. We're going to talk about the largest ever Bitcoin options expiration to date. Currently worth about $6 billion in option contracts that are set to expire tomorrow. So if you want to continue to pop bottles, go all in on meme stocks, and making it rain on the other Chads on Wall Street bets, then you don't want to miss this video. Hey, what's up? Jay here, and welcome to Bitcoin Daily, bringing you guys the best tips, tutorials, and ideas to help you guys become profitable and successful traders. The goal of this channel, as always, is to empower you guys with the resources and knowledge to take you up to that next level. So guys, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to smash the like as well and turn on the notification bell. So let's go ahead and jump in and figure out what the hell is going on in the market right now. So first, let's go ahead and touch on some of the news as of late. Of course, the first thing is Bitcoin price falling to $50,000 with $6 billion worth of option contracts expiring tomorrow. And we're going to touch more on this in a second. Apparently, the governments are starting to look into buying Bitcoin. Seems like state-owned investment funds are making inquiries into buying Bitcoin. Interesting. Microsoft apparently is going to perhaps start accepting Bitcoin for its Xbox game store. I definitely think there's big opportunities for crypto in the gaming space, as most crypto investors are probably also gamers. It looks like there's another divorce brewing due to Bitcoin, as a wife is leaving her husband because he's part of the HODL gang and he has hands of diamonds and bought the dip. The Reddit user posted that his wife was leaving because of Bitcoin. She's super mad because he has balls and hands of diamond and he got caught cheating on her by buying the dip and was so pissed that she almost hit him. But don't worry folks, this story has a happy ending, as he is now going to pick up girls in his new Lambo. Let's see, what else do we got here? Bitcoin Cash is still trash. The Bitcoin market cap is back under $1 trillion with this recent dip. Hedge fund manager Ray Dalio says that there's a good probability of the US banning Bitcoin, which would be nothing new, as in the 1930s, the US government banned gold ownership and forced all its citizens to turn in their gold into the Federal Reserve, and threatened to hit them with fines and jail time if they did not do so. True story, folks. In other bullish news, multiple companies have actually been trying to file for Bitcoin ETFs in the United States, but the newest one is asset management giant Fidelity. If approved, they will be the first Bitcoin ETF to launch in the United States. So Canada already has 3 different Bitcoin ETFs, and the United States is still searching for its first. I mean, at this point, you have to believe it's just a matter of time, right? All right, so let's talk about some Bitcoin charts. So the first thing is, let's take a look at the chart. Obviously, if you're looking at the chart in the 4-hour range here, it looks a lot worse than what it is. But currently what's going on here, you can see that we're still trading within this channel that we spoke about. What was it, on Monday? On Monday, we were right around here at the top of that channel, and I told you that we were testing the top of that channel, right? So I said that we had a decision to make there, and we were either going to break up to the upside, or if we broke down, then we were gonna possibly test the bottom of the channel. So as you guys can see, we got rejected there at that descending resistance line, and we've worked our way all the way to the bottom of this channel. So now here we are in decision time again, right? We're currently, as you guys can see here, about 18%, 18.5% down from the all-time highs. So now are we going to just kind of bounce around the bottom of this channel, or are we going to bounce back up? That's currently the question. What I believe is that we will kind of probably be a little volatile here, you know, within the next 24 hours because of the option expirations, but should possibly after that bounce back to the upside and head back to the top of this channel. So now if we were to go kind of something like this and then bounce up, we could see a break around here. So this would be around April, right? So around within the next week or so, if we see a break out of this channel, which would be basically above that 54K to 55K range, that will put us on a price target of $70,000 on the next move up. Now, how do we get this number? Very simple, guys. All we did here was measure the previous impulse move, basically out of this breakout to the top of this move, which created the pull here in this bull flag, right? So that would create the pull. Then simply you get that measurement and you put it where the breakout would be. So wherever the breakout happens is where you put that measurement that we took. And this is, you know, in the event that we break out on this day. This is obviously would change depending where it was that we broke out. I put it on April 1st. It's a brand new month, a brand new candle. We could get a push and could get some momentum to the upside because of that. And if we were to break out on that day, that would take us up. It would give us a price target of $70,000, which is basically the number that I've been talking about, you know, since we broke out and hit that 60,000 mark. If we go to the daily chart here and look at the previous time that we had the same exact pattern, guys, same exact pattern. Look at this. Let me show you guys this. Look at this pattern. Remember, we had a move up here, then we had the consolidation here, which created the same exact pattern, right? It was this same pattern when we moved up, consolidated for a while, and then if you measured the impulse move from the bottom to the top, it gave us this right here. This was the measurement. So on a breakout right here is where we placed that measurement, which gave us a price target of 58,000. And where did we move up to when we broke out? We moved up to 58,000. So of course it doesn't always work out this way, but the theory of the bull flag pattern, this is what it is. This is usually what happens on the breakout. So if we use that same exact theory and we look at this and see the same exact pattern, then we're gonna use the same exact structure. We're gonna measure from the bottom of this breakout of this move to the top, and that gives us a move up on the next breakout to $70,000 price target. So yes, of course, there's going to be volatility in the next 24 hours due to the option contract. So let's jump into that. If you guys are enjoying this video so far though, make sure to smash that like button. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Any questions you guys have, drop it in the comments. We are always happy to answer them. So let's talk about this $6 billion option contract expiration date. The biggest ever Bitcoin options expiry is due on March 26th, which is tomorrow. Over $6 billion worth of Bitcoin options will expire across exchanges on Friday, with the majority of these options being on Deribit. This is a record expiry in terms of value and number of options, with a total of 100,400 Bitcoin options contracts. The previous record was $4 billion in January. So the size of the options market is increasing in both volume and open interest. As a result, the influence that the market has on the spot market is also increasing. The derivatives market is an important tool for the spot market's price discovery. For example, in traditional financial markets, the size of the derivatives market is several times the size of the spot market for assets like gold and equities. However, the opposite is the case in the Bitcoin market. The Bitcoin spot market is actually several times bigger than the derivatives market. But still, investors usually look to futures markets for price discovery and look to the options market to gauge the sentiment that's going to prevail. The options market is a good leading indicator for the spot market. Now, the options market is usually an all or nothing type of game. On the day of expiration, those contracts either have value or are completely worthless. So why does this make the price of Bitcoin go down? So they call it max pain. The max pain theory here states that the market will gravitate toward the pain point while heading into the expiration. That's because sellers, typically institutions with a lot of capital supply, often push the price toward the max pain point by buying or selling the asset on spot or futures markets. The bullish spin in this is that if Bitcoin makes it through Friday without a major correction, a major overhang will be lifted and should shoot the price back up. So the max pain price point for the expiration is currently at $44,000 on Deribit. So Deribit is currently the world's largest crypto options exchange by trading volumes and open position. Now, it doesn't mean that the market will move to $44,000, but it does imply that after Friday, this potential downward pressure no longer will exist. You can see here on this photo where it shows the max pain price point, which is pretty much right in the middle at $44,000. Now, the max pain is calculated by adding the outstanding put and call dollar value of each in the money strike price. So a further breakdown on max pain and max pain price, it's the strike price with the most open contracts, puts and calls, and the price at which the stock would cause financial losses for the largest number of option holders at the day of expiration. So if you look at the monthly option expiration dates, you can see that it's brought the market down a little bit every single time and then has continued up. So you see it here in October when we were at 13,239. Then you see it again on the following month in November when the price was at 17,000. See it again in December when the price was at 23,000. Then again in January, we were at 32,000. That's when we had that big pullback. Again, last month in February, we were at 44,000. And now this month, we have more of the same where we're currently sitting at about $52,000. So even though it's pulled back every time the options contracts have expired, you will notice the trend here that we've always been higher than the month before. So what does this tell us? Buy the dip. So here you can see in November, just over 24 hours from the day that the options contracts expired, we went up 7.2%. Then again in December, 2 days after the options expired, we went up 17%. Then in January, remember that's when we had the record-setting Bitcoin option expiration contracts amount and value, which an hour after the options expired, we went up 15%. So this is showing you a pattern here that you should be buying this dip, because every single time during this bull market since October, every single time that the price has been pushed down, as soon as those contracts expire, we've gone up. So basically, in conclusion, guys, buy the dip. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you got a better understanding on option contracts and why the day of expiration for option contracts and leading up to that day, why there's so much more volatility, and you know what you can do to plan ahead when these option contracts, these option dates, the expiration dates are coming up. Open interest is only getting higher and higher, which can cause just more and more volatility every time we reach the date of these option contract expirations. So plan accordingly, guys, and buy the dip. Guys, if this is your first time on the channel, or if you've just been a ghost watcher, a ghost viewer, and haven't subscribed yet, take this time please to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and also smash that like button if you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to turn on the post notifications. I will see you guys on the next video. As always, peace and love.